Now, Miss Owen was a retired barrister, extremely clever woman. And you know Paisley, do you?
Yep.
And her brother used to live the other side of the valley. I forget where the house was, and they used to communicate via hunting horns. And the most extraordinary thing was that when Joe, who was 40 last week, my youngest son, when he was 2, 38 years ago, I took him to see Miss Owen, and she was 102. And I thought to myself, they're sitting there having a conversation, and there's 100 years between them. And it's one of those sort of moments you don't often see in life. Then there was Mrs. Bone, and she couldn't reverse her car. She'd drive, but if she was driving up Wood Hill and coming down would be a combine harvester, a tractor behind with a huge trailer, she would sit there like this. And there were no passing spots in those days. And she would lock the door so you couldn't get in to to reverse her, because she didn't want men in there mucking about. And so they had to reverse. And there was an old man called J.D. Jones who used to rent half of Glebe House from my grandmother. And he was well known for scratching the bar, the table, and he wore away, and he'd have pint of beer, pint of cider, pint of beer, pint of cider, and he would change from one to the other. And rather like Ken Avery was known to have, J.D. Jones had the best rhubarb in Kings Lipton, watered by his own good self when he got home.